Welcome back to Cassette Beasts. So, I've been putting off fighting the captains for quite a while. But we're running out of things to do that don't involve fighting captains. We've gotten all the party members, including ones that I've missed, and we've explored most of the map. We still just have this little area up in the corner that we still need to take care of, and it's getting to be just a little high level for us, so I'm going to worry about captains first and get back to that. Now, one of the reasons that I've been sort of putting off fighting the captains is because they all have a very specific strategy, and I, for a good while, probably until we started moving on to the western side of the map, didn't really have the tools to deal with a lot of them. I still don't give guarantee that I have the tools to deal with a lot of them, but we're sure gonna try. As many of you have probably noticed by now, I am not smart enough to develop a really elaborate, cool strategy using all of the tools this game has for me. So I tend to just brute force my way through many fights. And for general fights, general situations, that will usually work. The captains all have very specific strategies, though. And these are things you're probably a little bit more likely to see in actual competitive play, and does a good job of showing you what you can do with the engine. So, well, let's say I say a good job of showing you what you can deal with in the engine, but also they're not gonna heckin' murder you, and there are strategies that absolutely can. So my first priority is actually going to be heading down here, and it would be very nice if we had a fast travel spot down here, so that's probably going to be my first priority. So there's something I wanted to do here, but I don't think I actually have access to it yet, so let's just focus on Ranger Captains. So this is our survivalist friend, and it may not be a good idea to go in with Viola, given that she still has an unevolved Spirouette, who I'm not as comfortable with as I otherwise could be. And I'm not actually sure what this guy's strategy is, so let's just see what happens, I guess.
All right.
There are 4 different battle tracks in this game, and one of them is reserved explicitly for the Ranger Captains. Well, so level 36, relatively low level. This shouldn't be too hard as long as, like, you know, bullcrap doesn't happen. Okay, so don't hit him with that. You don't have anything terribly good. I feel like Dandelion is going to be easier to take out. So far he hasn't done a lot other than just have Dandelion be very powerful support. They have 1 tape in reserve. Wasn't that supposed to hit him multiple times? What's up with that? Okay, there's Dandelion down. So now we're only dealing with one. And we could probably both use a good switching. So you are metal. What's good against metal? Water. Metal, plant. Boil 'em, boys! Okay, I don't need to worry about new leaf, because it's pretty much entirely worn off. AP drain could be fun, though. Okay, that's worn off. Okay, let's get you to actually do some damage. This is 60. This is on average 80. Do I have a type advantage? No, I do not. So, not bother with that. Just multi-shot. Ooh, 4 hits. Actually made him change. Oh, heck. Oh! You've lasted longer than I thought you would. Not bad. Oh my goodness, if you fought this guy at the time, you wouldn't know what to do against this jelly. Okay, you are poison type. What do I want to use against poison? Metal? Plant is bad, so we're going to want to swap her out. Water should at least be average. Keep boiling, I guess. Metal, 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 metal. I almost want to try Stab in the Dark, just for the funsies. I need that thing that, like, makes attacks always hit. Okay, so I can try Toxic Stab. That'll at least work. Oh wow, poison to poison type. I wasn't expecting that.
Wiped out. You had strategies.
To counter my strategies, you have the mindset of a true ranger. You've earned this. I mean, some of that's just the tool set that I've built up over playing through the entire... I like how that had to list my race. These are dangerous times. Civilization and security are fleeting notions. If you can't survive out in the field with nothing but your wits, then you're letting yourself down. Oh, and he left. Yeah, we were a smidge over-leveled for that. Just a smidge, and that still kind of did a number on us. Just strong guy. He didn't particularly have a good, strong strategy. But I feel like if you had come over here, if you had fought him when you had first had access to this area, that would have been, like, with the resources you had at the time, that would have been rough. So let's take a look here. There's another ranger just a little bit north, but I'm gonna go rest up first. Sometimes those guys are chill, and sometimes they're out for blood. It has occurred to me that this island brings together unlikely bedfellows. People from countless walks of life who may never have crossed paths otherwise become compatriots when lost alongside each other on this lonely land. You and I would certainly not have met under any other circumstance. So we are traveling with Viola also because we need her Spirouette to evolve. Then after that, we're going to focus on getting Felix's to evolve. And then after that, we can mostly focus on affection. So there should be one more. Okay, later, dude. Right up here. Our sleepy fellow, buddy. I guess you're here to take my ranger training challenge, right? Alright then, let's hit the hit the battlefield. Yeah. Okay, so you can kind of make a guess at what this guy's strategy is gonna be. And we're already starting with something fun. So he has intercepting, which means I cannot target anything but him. And what he's going to be doing with that bull crap is putting himself to sleep and healing himself, effectively creating a wall. Now, we can deal with that. We may... Ooh, just putting Berserk on him should probably help considerably, actually. With Interceptor, it wouldn't make any sense to not attack this one. We're going to be fighting it anyway. Berserk throws a lot of his plans out. Because what he wants to do is put himself to sleep. Still got Interception, so I can't really do anything about that. You have AP down, so you can't do anything. Ooh, Quick Smack. Ooh. Okay, so you are Astral. Poison is good. Metal is good. They're supposed to hit multiple times, aren't they? Isn't it? Yeah, well, I guess I've just got... It says 1 to 3, so I guess I've just gotten unlucky. I could attack them both, but you still have Interception on. I would love to kill that Salamagus, but there's not a lot I can do about that. Okay, this should be 80 damage if it hits more than once. I don't get stabbed, though, and this guy's weak to poison, so I'm just going to keep using that. He's Berserk for pretty much ever. That actually makes this one of the more... Ooh, can I use AoEs? Oh, it's going to give him AP up, though. He doesn't seem to know what to do with his AP up, so... See what happens. Okay, you're down. Interception is off anyway. Probably off a while ago, actually. I don't expect it to ever hit. Kind of doing it for funsies. How's the fight going? Have I won yet? Oh. Oh, this son of a gun! Okay, so we're still Astral. Let's just heal myself. I can hit both of you now, so that's cool. I just want to use Stab in the Dark. It'll be fun. Yeah, I don't know what kind of bullcrap he's got in store. He's got AP up, but he doesn't know what to do with his AP. Okay, fine, I'll use Toxic Stab. Oh, that guy's beefy, too. Okay, let's actually do some damage to you to get you taken care of. As much as I want to use Stab in the Dark. Okay, you're down, so it's just you. I could use Rewinds, but I feel like I can just take you out. Needs a better metal move.
I'm tired.
Yeah, we did it.
Wow.
I think that final blow woke me up a bit. Here's your reward. Got them Z's. I could do with a cup of coffee to wake me up. And we did it! That's 2 captains down. Yeah, Berserk did a real number on his strategy. If not for that, he can, especially at level, he can be real problems. So now would probably be a good time to rest up again. Okay, there's one just over here. And then I have to remember where the other captains are. Those are the only 2 off the top of my head that I remember where are. Yeah, if I don't know where they are, I'm just gonna go back here. It has become apparent to me as of late that many elements of life in this town are foreign to me. The good people of Harbortown speak in ways I find peculiar. The lamplights illuminate themselves with no lamplighter. There is much I do not understand.
Yes.
And these cassette players you use to take the form of spirits and beasts. And melding your spirits together with your allies. This is normal to you. No, that's still weird. I see. So there are aspects of this line familiar to you, but some that are even you find strange. It is true, I am indeed a long way from Messaline, both in time and place. If this realm has delights unfamiliar to me, I ask you this. Perhaps you may share some of these with me in time. I wish to experience these new things before I return to my home country. You're going to leave?
Huh?
Is it not your quest to find passage off this island? I can see it in your eyes. Your hurt is not so easily hidden from me, friend. Do not worry, I shall aid you however I can. You shall always have in me an ally and a friend.
Very well.
Let us dally no longer. Yeah. I remember one being right here next to the ranger outpost. Actually, let me take a look at my party. And who I want for this. Type-wise, I'm not so sure. You still have a lot of weird moves, and you're probably not going to be terribly helpful here. Pirouette is definitely not going to be helpful here. You at least have multi-shot. Let's see what trouble we can get into. It's Captain Wallace! Oh, it's not... I've been saying Lanth. That's an I, not an L. Yanth. Yanthe? Said you're a promising fighter. I suppose you'll be wanting to take my Ranger challenge. I hope your training has a strong foundation. You're gonna need to be tough if you want to bring down my walls. He's the construction expert. You can kind of guess what his strategy is going to revolve around. Really, traffic crabs. I guess let's start by doing what damage we can. I should have just tackled Wallace. 32 shouldn't be too bad. There's the elemental wall. And they both walled Wallace. That did put 6 turns of wall up, though. So walls can be problems because you can either wait them out. I'm just gonna take you out for now. Hopefully I can. That's one less contributor to the wall problem. So if memory serves, type advantage hits remove walls significantly faster. Multi-hit moves also remove walls significantly faster. There is also a glass-type move that I do not have access to, or perhaps if I put that one stained glass monster in my party, maybe it would have access to it. So, what is good against plastic? Earth or fire is really all you could do if you wanted to remove it with type advantage. So instead, I just have to rely on multi-hits, like multi-shot. I don't have the AP to just keep on that. I wonder if New Leaf would also do it, though. Since we're just breaking down a wall, we can just do our weakest hits. They'll all take a notch off the wall one way or the other. Okay, you only have 2 hits left, so I'm just gonna multi-shot. Yeah, and that removed the wall. Oh, wow, jeez. I won't be demolished so easily. Okay, so it's still going to be plastic that we're dealing with. I can probably get a good hit in before it does anything. So let's just go with another multi-shot. Ooh, can I get a boil in before you? Oh, it's got a lot of HP. Get the boil in so he's at least burned for a minute. The wall does do a lot of damage to himself. Okay, not much to do here, so let's just spit, spit. We only hit it twice, but also a turn passed, so it went down. So multi-shot should be enough. Got a lot of HP. But that's plenty. Good, we're good.
Nice one.
Fog reduces accuracy. Ranged attacks that aren't water, air, or ice if it is 0%. Oh yeah, that. And it's 5 stars! can evolve that son of a gun. I built up my walls and you brought them right down.
Nice work.
You've earned this. Ooh, uncommon elemental. I stumbled across that rare material while surveying the park for a building project. You can swap it at the town hall for some neat stuff. Alright, 3 down, and now we are going back home. For multiple reasons. Not enough for relationship up, but we can remaster. Ooh. Region C. A vast metamorphosis can turn a Spirouette into a Region C. Shedding its shell entirely, the Region C's body is 95% water. It is able to project powerful waves of water with its ballet-like movements. The more practiced its dances, the more powerful the water strikes. Ooh, you evolved into a water type. Okay, so we have that, and I'm grabbing Felix.
Oh.
So next up is going to be down here. Down here in the Deadlands. Actually, where are we? Yeah, New London, Deadlands. You may recall Penny. Now, I need... Who do I need? I require Rosehood in order to deal with Penny. I could give you a demonstration if you think you're ready for it. You're the latest Ranger trainee, right? You looking for a scrap to prove your worth?
Let's crack on.
If you expect me to go soft on you because I'm a Ranger captain, you're in for a proper fright. I don't actually know if Penny is going to be the one to do this or not. So we'll find out. Or if it's her or if it's a different captain. Okay, so they are both earth types, so we want metal, plant, water. Plant we have. Air? How does air work against earth? It's at least neutral. So we should be fine as we are while we figure out what's going on. Oh, I should have given her better moves. Yup. This is why I have Rosehood. Now, on one hand, if that timer runs out, it just dies. Oh, but then the timer's extended from the Sands of Time. That would, as long as Sands of Time was alive, that would just keep it friggin' ghostly forever and not die to the timeout. Thankfully, we can deal with that. Okay, there's the Sands of Time down. Again, being over-leveled certainly helps immensely. I could just outlast him if I wanted to. I don't think he can do anything to, like, extend it on his own. So status effects will still hit. I'm just kind of wasting turns, or whatever. I should have at least done the attack down one. And then it just heckin' dies. Enough of this! You need slapping down! Okay, a little more fun now. Thankfully I've got good stuff. Do I have type advantage with this? No. So, multi-shot it is. We're all pretty buffed up otherwise. Your melee town is going down. You don't look like a melee character to me, but sure, why not? Wow, rude. No! There's the ghostling. Now we can, as I said before, we can just outlast him, and in 3 turns we just win. As long as he doesn't have anything else weird going on with that. So, since we're higher level, we can last significantly longer. So I may just try to outlast him. Like, we took out that Sands of Time, which was problems. Yeah, like one more turn, it just heckin' dies. Oh, crap. Of course you're doing something like that right as you die. Okay, you're back, though, so you can't be resurrected anymore. I should have just removed it and beaten you to death. Yeah, I can't use that. Can't use that either. Okay, so what are you? Astral? Metal? Poison?
Alright then.
Yeah, oh boy, if you don't have a way to deal with that status effect, and again, I'm kind of higher level, so I can tank my way through what else. Really? It took you this long to learn Smack? I'm already impressed. Even shifting myself from this mortal plane wasn't enough to stop you from coming out on top. Here's your reward for defeating the immortal Penny Dreadful. Remember, trainee, if life is what you make of it, then death is too. I'm not quite sure what that means, but it feels profound. Okay. We don't really need to rest up, but I don't... Actually, one thing people in town will tell you repeatedly is where various captains are. So let's go take on Captain Lodestein next.